Welcome back to Tales of Your Void. We are Mythcraft PTRPG podcast. This is our first game. This is Tales. I am Corey Griffin, and I am RNC. With me today, I have Adam.
Hi, I'm Adam, and I'm playing Goraan Story.
Joey.
What's going on, guys? I'm Joey, and I'm playing Ussuri or Cody.
Hey, it's Kobe, and I play Lesh.
And Jesse.
Hey, it's Jesse. I'm playing Zephyr. Last time on the Tales of Yavard, the crew woke up to Goraan moving some furniture and boarding up Luna's door. Then Lesh decided to make breakfast for everybody, but it didn't work out in his favor. Zephyr spent most of the day hungover, and the rest of the crew went to the church and had a good Sunday. Stay tuned to find out what happens next.
Alright, so we're picking up right where we left off. You guys can just walk outside. What would you like to do?
So, I don't think there's really any other pressing business at the moment. Would it have been changed with Belle's father's
Yeah, I think I did mention, pretty sure I mentioned that I came back and shit. About that.
I mean, other than maybe trying to reconcile, but then again, she's always chasing Ussuri's, so who knows where they're at.
I do think he called her off.
I genuinely don't know.
I mean, yeah, we don't actually know, but I did give her the money back.
It's also much funnier to assume that she's still chasing him down in the background every time we're in town, and we just don't
Yeah,
notice.
Flipping out of Scooby-Doo.
I guess. See, the problem is I don't want to bother her because she hates us collectively, even though Goraan didn't do anything.
Who hates us collectively?
Belle.
Oh, hell. Fuck that bitch.
I mean, you feel like that.
What?
Like,
I mean,
You know
he
what?
did get run down.
I have a valid reason to. She wasn't even. She could have just like apologized or been kind of cool.
never said there wasn't good reason. I'm just saying.
She just lightly, touched with her cat.
What we should have
There's a whole other thing.
The bounty for the other lady Ussuri took down. So, you didn't take them for the halfling?
Oh no, I did.
Okay.
I mean, we
Yeah,
don't
no,
want
I'm
that
just-
smoke.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like, that one's not an option. And Belle is the only one that should have. But that could be its own whole deal. I guess, do I happen to see her in the area?
Okay, at this point, I'm going to take 2 checks, and I'll let any of you do it. I need a luck check, and I need an awareness check.
I'm not getting fucking run over.
First Stevie.
Receiving would work, but I need the luck check first. I could roll a straight luck check right now.
Way better than mine.
17. Okay. Receiving check.
Hey, that's
Goraan, as you kind of look around, you do think you see large troll candy running down one of the streets. Close to you as she turns it.
It feels as though resolving that may, at the very least, bring them, mend their relationship as minor as the gap may be. Zephyr, your thoughts on that?
I would definitely like to improve our standing.
Well then, as long as nobody asks her to join the crew again, I don't see why we shouldn't. At least let her know that it was her father. And perhaps allow her to have him removed the doctor.
We should see if we can help.
Because I imagine I kind of pulled him aside a little bit because Lesh is right there. Lesh, Zephyr and I are going to go and attend to some business. See you after the show?
Yeah, sounds good to me. I need to go get some more rest. I'm very tired after that. But, I'll see you later.
Catch up. As he was announcing that to Lesh, I would instruct Smudge to fly up, keep an eye on things, see if we can get better eyes on where what we assume to be Bell.
Okay.
Lesh is going to Simon's Symphonies whenever there's good time to go to that.
So you're chasing after this lady on a horse.
Yep.
Yes. But I don't want to make it look like we're trying to run her down. I'd rather not start this interaction with any sort of like urgency or like, you know, like anger.
If needed, I could just use I could do some tracking. Just kind of keep an eye on where she's going and we follow at a pace that's not stopping her.
We want to be creepy, but we also don't want to like sprint after her like we're not about to.
I'll take some awareness checks.
Okay. Can I apply tracking?
Yes.
And that being said, since I am using Smudge, can I also apply Smudge's track or just my own?
One or the other.
I need to make an awareness check.
Yeah.
Would you take navigator?
Yes.
Oh, I should have done that. Either way, I got a 23.
34.
I was close.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't even approach that.
The bad thing is, that's just a 16 on the dice.
That is just a 16 on the die, yeah.
That's amazing.
Goraan's job on the ship is to aim the ship, and that's it.
Alright. So you all obviously not running after her, so she does get a bit ahead. It will take you guys some time to catch up to her. But eventually you will find her. Smudge will take notice of this first. You will take notice that she ties up her horse outside of this hole in one of the walls, and you see a set of steps going downstairs.
It's an odd sort of place. It seems like very. This could be the position.
Well, it seems from your assumption that
resort to other methods.
But it also seems that she can handle herself in French. Handled Ussuri pretty effectively. He's rather one-sided, to be honest. But I suppose it would get tiring after a while. He just wants to play.
I can see it getting tired. She seemed to enjoy it, at least, I mean, much more than usually.
Make fun of him when he's not able to think. Though, I'm not really sure the best approach here would be. I mean, I don't want to attempt to sneak up on her. Particularly skilled in being quiet. I was not sure that announcing ourselves may be the best option either, depending on what is beyond the door.
Yes, I see what you're saying. She may not be very receptive to us just showing up. I feel the best way would probably be to announce ourselves since we are in the doorway. I mean, if we just sneak in there, we're gonna have to announce ourselves at some point. We should probably do that properly. It would be rude, of course.
You know what? I have a quick question. This spot that she's tied the horse down. Does this look like a place where the horse might sleep?
No,
Okay.
it just looks like a post.
Okay. Then, I don't believe this was her final destination for the day. There's nothing for her horse to sleep on. There's no food or water either. So perhaps we wait for her to come out and speak then.
I see no reason why that shouldn't work. I mean, she's got to come back for the horse, so probably.
So you'll just stalk the horse.
I'm thinking like we're gonna wait visibly near the horse, not in ambush.
Just at the top of the stairs, staring at the door like, what's up? Hey, Belle.
I was thinking across the street, sort of sitting down somewhere or something, but
With some newspapers.
This is a sting.
Funny, because everything you're suggesting just sounds like it's going to end up conspicuous and she's going to get the wrong idea.
I-
yeah,
anyways.
that's kind of what I'm at. Yeah,
I don't
it's
see
Goran's
any
trying
way
to
that
see
this
that
isn't.
too.
I mean,
You could just beat her up for less.
I can always zip in there and take a look around. I do have some sneak. I can always try to zip in and take a look around.
I was honestly kind of hoping we'd catch her on the street and talk to her a minute. Not. Christ. We're not running fades. Right? We can try to talk to her. Not try
And
to
she
convince
paused.
her. Get my fair pause.
The thought of Goraan just straight up there boxing someone is fucking hilarious.
Goran's gonna take a few minutes, and I think our best option is to leave her be for now and try to catch her when she's more available and not actively occupied.
Perhaps we should.
I feel like that would be also not the most appropriate action.
At this point, you guys haven't walked away from the door yet, and you're kind of look.
A little bit away from
Oh, okay, but you were still kind of looking at the door and everything.
yeah, we're in.
And you take notice of something heavy getting thrown into the door, but not through the door. And at this point, we're going to cut over to actually, Ussuri, are you with Lesh or are you with them?
Doing my own thing.
I'll come back to you. So, Lesh, you're going up to Simon's Symphony. And as you walk into the store itself, you see the brown furred rabbit folk is behind the counter. And as every other time that you've walked in here, it is just a cacophony of noise as everyone is banging and playing on these instruments.
Yeah, Les walks in, just takes a deep breath and the noise. It reminds me of home. And I would like to go up to the counter and talk to the rabbit folk.
So, this is Simon. Pretty sure I've told you that before. And he says, "Hey, hi, hello, how you doing?"
Forgot about that though. Ha! Okay.
They're all on that.
No, but Les. Hello, Simon. It's a pleasure to see you again, my friend. Your shop is wonderful sounding as always.
Yes, it is quite an amazing place. I do wish some of the youngsters wouldn't bang quite so hard on some of the percussion instruments, just because they're made to be hit, doesn't mean they're made to be overly hit, but it is what it is. What can I do for you today? I haven't seen your uncle around recently.
I was actually part of my trip about to ask you about him, so I guess that crosses that off my list. Do you mean the work you attended?
Last time I saw him was when you were with him and going into the red room.
Okay. I guess I should compare some of them. But secondly, I was wondering about what you have for instruments to sell. You have all these wonderful instruments. I was wondering if there's anything of any special nature?
He looks at you and blinks a couple times. And he's like,
Yes, of course. All my instruments are special. What are you talking about?
No, I know every instrument has a story to tell and a tune to play. I'm more on the line of helping me with my troubadour lifestyles and doing my entertaining stuff, something that would help enhance a performance beyond just giving me some tunes.
You're looking for magical instruments.
Yes, magical instruments.
he looks at you, and then he looks at this, like, violin thing, and he looks back at you. He starts, like, his foot starts tapping, his fingers starts tapping his chin. Not in tune with each other. The foot is, like, tapping on a 3/4 beat, but the fingers tapping on 5/7.
Lesh's ear starts, like, twitching. What the fuck?
And he's like,
I might have something like that for you, however, it is not a cheap item.
Yes, I can only imagine. Magical instruments are hard to come by, so what is the damage?
15,000 silver pieces.
Jeez, what? Can I see a stat block, please?
This content is locked behind a paywall.
Well, okay, so if I'm being honest with you, like, it has loads of magical capabilities. Most people end up wanting it for its ability to heal others when played.
Oh god, I want it so bad.
From what I understand is, if you transition from the 4th to the 5th, you will be able to heal your allies.
Some would say it's a sacred chord.
But does it happen on the minor fall or the major lift?
I don't know, but it'll make you scream hallelujah.
In essence, it will allow you to cast Curative Word 3 times per day.
I obviously have to discuss with the party, because as a party we like to keep our funds together, but what is the chance I can get that price a little bit lower as a friend of my uncle's?
So what you're asking me is you would like the Felix discount.
No, not the Felix discount. I know exactly what that means. I've been to plenty of establishments in the opposite. I want to prove that I'm better than him. Are you entertaining?
No.
How about persuading?
Yes.
18?
So he walks over and he gets a different violin down and he hands it to you. Before he walks over and grabs a third violin and starts to slowly play it, his eyes interlocking with yours.
Oh, we better devil with devil
Devil
joy
soul.
and me and my soul of mine. This is sick. So we play this shit. I think Lesh locks eyes with him, puts it up to it, and just fucking is about to kind of just give it the eyes waiting for the starting bell, pretty much.
All right. I need to look up what a certain check is. Real quick.
When I lift it up to my chin, I would love to cast intuition on myself.
Yeah, that's fine.
Dude, I get to go from LMFAO sexy and I know it reference to Primus reference in a matter of 2 episodes. This is fucking sick as fuck.
I'm gonna need a charisma check.
Can I give you entertaining?
No. Actually, I'll allow you to use entertaining, but I'm gonna give him a bonus because he actually has the violin on his for an instrument on his sheet.
Ooh, that is a 13. Oh my god, that's a 2 on the dice. What the fuck? I get a D4. I get to roll a D4.
Yep. Roll.
Rolls a 12.
It's only a D4.
Oh my god.
Oh.
1 on the D4.
So your total roll is a 14.
That happened last time I rolled entertaining too, and I did it against fucking my uncle. Why? That's the one thing I'm built to do. Let me do it.
He rolls a nat 1. Oh, no.
That's not a nat 1.
No, it's not, but it is a nat something.
So now that Kobe has left his chair, for the listeners, Corey just rolled a nat 20.
One up on that one now.
It giveth and it taketh. Roll 20. I get it. I had my fun time last time with my natural 20s. So you gotta give it back to me. But fuck, man, I just wanted a cool violin.
You guys have an amazing jam session. You're going back and forth, back and forth. He just seems to be just a little bit quicker on the transitions, a little bit faster paced, quicker, until finally, on the instrument that Lesh is playing, one of the strings snapped.
He gave you the correct roll.
This will put it down on the counter and lightly bow his head and just play indie violin, my friends. I hope to one day achieve your status of play. It's absolutely wonderful with this battle, and I bow my head at defeat, and I'm proud to have had a chance to step into the ring with you.
I enjoyed our little tit for tat there. However, I would say come again if you want to try again. When you beat me, I'll give you my grandfather's violin. He says.
He really said,
motioning.
"Come on back if you ever want to try again."
That's
That's what I told you once. You son of a bitch, this is my grandpa's violin.
This is so fucking good. I think Lesh just quietly just walks out the door understanding defeat, and he kicks a small pebble when he steps out the door in anger.
Okay, and from right here, we're gonna cut to Ussuri.
After the church, Ussuri's gonna go back to the boat.
Okay.
I'm assuming Bo did not come with us.
No.
Okay. First thing I'm gonna do when I get to the boat is look for Bo. I want to know if Bo's on the boat.
Bo is on the boat. You also see, as you're like approaching the boat, the construction crew is still working on the boat, and you see some rigging and stuff as they're installing your cannon.
Before I go to the boat, I'm gonna stop and get a nice cinematic view of them working and just kind of admire it. Just kind of stand there for a minute. Just looks good. I'm excited. And then go on the boat.
Can you roll me an awareness check?
It's perceiving okay. That's a 20. I don't know what you rolled for, but I matched it. Meets it, beats it. I rolled in conjunction to you, therefore I beat your roll.
As you're stopping to take a look, you feel something that you probably haven't felt in a long time. You feel someone's hand trying to slip into your pocket.
Interesting. Okay. Am I on the boat yet?
No.
I'm like on the pier.
Yep.
Okay.
It's that weird Kleppen that was walking by before.
Who was what?
That Kleppen that was walking past when we were all in the alley.
The raccoon one, I think?
Yeah.
No, we'll see. So Ussuri's gonna just kind of clear his throat and, you know, just kind of turn around and look who's there.
Jesse, I charge rent for being in my head. As you look down, you see this young raccoon Kleppen who's looking up at you with like these giant eyes, not expecting to have gotten caught.
It was a bad lift. You should try better. Let me rephrase. It wasn't that bad of a lift. Know your mark better. I'm somewhat of a professional.
Raccoon Kleppen will look at you and is like, I mean, okay, so yeah, you've been in the business before, and for a long time, but like I'm just trying to feed my little brother, you know, like it's not easy when you don't have anybody to help, you know, take care of you.
Who wants to adopt some Kleppen children for the boat?
Say, you're lucky that Goraan's not there because he would be inviting them on the boat.
You bet you didn't think that was gonna happen, did you, Corey?
Plenty of food on board.
Kleppen Raccoon Girl, that's like my favorite PC I have in a Mythcraft game. Of course I want it on board.
Is this Kleppen's name Ellie?
What's Aster?
So we are confirming it's a female Kleppen. Okay. About how old is this Kleppen?
Young adolescents. So, like if we were to convert it to our age, she's probably about 40.
How old is your little brother?
He's like 8.
Where are your parents at?
Oh.
Hey guys, it's Joey. Just wanted to take a quick break to show you a clip from a podcast called Characters Without Stories. Give it a listen.
Characters Without Stories is a tabletop role-playing game podcast about the roads not yet traveled. Every episode, I bring in a friend to tell me about a character they long to play. Characters Without Stories is about how our characters intersect and reveal our identities, and how play is a gateway to personal growth.
The way I see tabletop is that I am running to something. I'm running to a world where it's possible for me to feel comfortable enough to stand up for myself.
The reason that you can die in these games is because it matters. And something mattering is one of the most precious things we can have. You want your life and your stories to matter.
Roleplay is a fantastic tool for exploring stories and exploring people.
Thank you, and may all your characters find their stories.
Thanks for listening, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Let's get back to the action.
I haven't seen them in like 6 years.
That's quite a shame. Have you been living here by yourself for 6 years? With you and your little brother?
Most of the time we stay in the sewers.
Have you ever thought about getting a job? You're a little young, but you could probably find something simple, something that pays, something you could get food for.
I mean, I've tried, but you know, every time I do that, then they show up and they don't really like it.
Who is they?
You know that preacher guy?
I am familiar with the...
He doesn't
preacher.
like the fact that I know where he likes to hide in the sewers. But every time he tries to find us, like me and my brother, we know better places to hide.
I understand. So,
Sharing that.
what if I were to offer you and your brother a home?
He looks at you very like brows almost knitted together, and she's like, "What's the catch?"
Well, this ship here, right in front of us, is soon to be...
The waves of excitement. Yeah, I've seen it.
We're working on the name.
It's what's written on the back.
It's going to change a little bit. It's not going to be the waves of excitement forever. We're going to change it soon. But, that being said, this is soon to be a new home for me and my new family. I, too, have been abandoned by my family.
I wouldn't necessarily say that we were abandoned. At least if you listen to some of what some of the not nice people say.
Well, that's good that you weren't abandoned. But the way I see it, unless your parents are still alive, you don't have parents anymore.
Oh no, we absolutely don't have parents anymore.
Just like I don't have parents anymore. And I have a soft spot for young ones who have potential. We could bring you aboard the ship. You could live there. You would do work around the ship. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be gross. It's gut work. But you'll get payment. You'll get food. You'll have somewhere to be. Somewhere to stay. I and my friends are looking to have a private conversation with the preacher. Like, I would like to know where he goes when he tries to run away privately.
Okay, because he doesn't normally run away by himself. He normally has like one or two people that come with him. There's the guy that like he's there at the stairs. I don't know why he stands there all the time, but he's got like this really like heavy metal armor stuff that he wears all the time. He has these like two short swords that he fights that I've seen him like fight people with. And then there's the other one. The other one kind of scares me.
Why does this other one scare you?
Because I've seen him suck the life out of rats with magic.
Interesting. I appreciate the information. And I do believe the kind of private conversation we're going to have with the preacher man will involve these two as well. But we'll end up having the same conversation with them as well. And in exchange for this knowledge that you've given me, and perhaps a guide around the sewers that you are proficient at, you and your brother can call this boat your new home.
She like looks up at you, and then looks away, and then looks up at you, and looks away. Looks up at you again, and she's like, I need silver. My brother needs a new coat.
How much silver do you need?
5.
I will give you 5 silver. I will give you 15 silver so you can get your food. On the promise that you meet me back here tonight.
Okay. And she looks up at you expectantly.
And I give her 15 silver because I've got 100 in my pocket.
Okay, I was gonna say, does that come out of party funds?
Nope.
She's gonna take that and scurry off.
Never got her name.
You're right, I did.
Look, she gave us good information regardless, so...
Yeah, I'll take paying 15 silver for knowing that we've got a fight.
Now, my wonder is, can they open the trapdoor from down there?
I don't know, we're gonna find out.
I was gonna say, I mean, now we know at least the sewer. It's not just some old church.
I figured it was some way to get away. I'm just wondering if they can open it to get up into the church, or if it's like a one-way thing where he has to leave and then come back into the church later.
It can also probably help us find Calico Jack's treasure.
I had that.
Yeah, that's definitely what the guide me around the sewers was
Yeah.
for.
So,
At this point, we are going to cut to Goraan and Zephyr, who has just watched as a heavy thing was thrown into this door that they had been keeping.
heavy like a trollkin in heavy armor heavy, or heavy like a regular dude heavy?
Like a troll kid in heavy. Yeah, the only thing you saw was the door start to bow outward, even though it opened.
Alright, I believe it's time to intervene. Goraan's gonna walk down the stairs and open the door.
Yeah. Right there.
So, as you guys open the door, you do see Belle laid out on the ground in the doorway, and you are almost like overpowered by the smell that is coming from this door. As you look in, you see what looks to be like a dwarven man dressed in heavy, like plate mail armor, holding 2 short swords in his hands.
How convenient. Does he look injured in any way, or does he look fine?
Belle looks like shit.
Right. Oh dear.
What exactly are you doing here?
Looking for a bath.
I mean, you could use this place as a bathroom, but normally people do that from above instead of down here. This is closed and only supposed to be used by authorized personnel.
Well then, we will take our friend here and we will leave. And Goraan will start trying to pick up Belle to pull her out.
Okay.
Have yourself a wonderful day, sir.
And he will let you leave. I will need a strength check for trying to pick
Oh,
up
come on.
this giant
Why are you
troll.
being a jerk like that? You know I'm
I will also assist on that. Athletics.
With the two of you, one of you can roll to d20 and take the higher.
It's a straight up roll for me, so you go for it.
How about a 20?
With a 20, with a dirty 20, the two of you get her up to the top of the stairs, and you guys are taking this. The dwarf closes the door.
Okay. That's fine. I am going to immediately, once we're out of the way, hit her with Nature's Remedies. Just pull a little, salve out of the pocket and then put it on one of her wounds, and she will gain... Boop. 3 hit points. We'll drop 4 spell points.
She seems to cough up some like blackish looking blood as she seems to breathe a little bit easier, and she wakes up and she's like, that was not very fun. Oh, what are you guys doing here?
Well, I wish to have a conversation with you, but that can wait. Are you alright?
Oh, I have felt better. He hits so often. It's kind of crazy.
Right. We should. Do you have somewhere to go to rest, or do you need a place to lay?
I think I'm gonna go back to my father's place.
Right. Okay.
He's probably waiting on the horse anyway.
Well, then.
Speaking of your father,
Yes. Now
he is the one with the bounty.
I know.
Oh, alright then.
I was trying to get him to take it down. He said, not until you stay home for a full day. Not just because you came home for an hour because you needed a meal.
Odd relationship.
If I may. Be mindful of your family. Because they may not always be around.
And she kind of struggles to kind of get up from the ground. Except any help.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, definitely helping.
But yeah, Goraan says that just doesn't like zone out. Kind of like gets this little like sad farming look from you.
I definitely thank you both. I'm not entirely sure how I would have made it out there on my own.
What was your purpose then?
Oh, there are these thieves that live down there that I was trying to apprehend. They're these like raccoon folk.
Well, I suppose that situation can be reviewed later. You need to recover.
I feel like your friend did after I told him.
Yes.
You look a bit like him as well.
The resemblances. You should rest and maybe stay home for a day. Just or 3, whichever. Regardless.
Perhaps my father will abandon his mediocre ideas of trying to get me to marry someone.
I do not think that we are in a position to comment on You
I just wish
should-
he would pick someone strong instead of all these weaklings he keeps trying to set me up with.
Parents can be unreasonable, I assume.
In my experience, your parents are merely looking out for you and wish only the best. That being said, their intentions may be good, but the acts may not always be the most appropriate. I suggest an open and honest conversation with him regarding your feelings on the matter, and both of you seeking to reach a consensus, preferably that it is your choice, as it should be.
I hope so. But I really, really need to get some sleep.
Yes, you have a wonderful evening, and good luck with your father.
And if you need any assistance with these criminals, feel free to look us up. You can find usually at least one of us at our ship in the docks.
And what's the name of that ship?
To be decided.
Currently, the winds
Okay.
of excitement.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, looking up to be decided might send me to another ship.
Well, the name will be changing soon. Yes, it's the Waves of Excitement.
Okay. I will look you up. And we will let her go. She will climb up onto her horse, trot herself back to her father's. Right on.
Well, that was a lot of emotional baggage, I feel. I wonder how hard she hit her head on the door to share that with us so openly.
It was a pretty solid.
Let's return to the ship at least and let the others know that this armored dwarf is guarding the sewers. Might be useful information for something.
Let's definitely make a mental note of where this entrance is.
Yeah, we'll head back to the ship.
Yeah.
Lesh, what are you doing?
I think after I get defeated at Simon Symphonies, I'm returning to the ship as well.
Then I am gonna hop over to Ussuri because there would be a little bit of time for whatever is gonna happen there before you all will meet back on the ship. Especially since Simon Symphony is on the north end of town.
Yeah.
And the ship is in the southern dock.
Yeah, so after the exchange with the little weapon girl, Ussuri's gonna go up on the boat and he's gonna look for Boat.
You will eventually find him. It seems like he is actively changing out different ropes in the rigging. Taking ones that were frayed down and putting up new ones.
Oh, I see that you're good with rigging. Do you know your way around the ship then?
I mean, that is what you all hired me for. So yeah, I do know my way around a ship. It's what I'm being paid to do this. I just needed to sleep an hour. I just need to sleep in the boat a day or two early because If I'm being honest with you, I'm kind of out of coin. Might have spent a little bit too much of it the first night. Or the third night I was here. I don't... Maybe the second night, because I don't remember much about the second night.
What is it that you think you spent too much on?
The broth.
Can you sure you try to remember back to when he went to the brothel to go and find the Radine to see if he saw Bo there?
I'll take it too far to check.
About law. It's illegal, right?
I mean, it is legal, but I'm not going to accept the law.
How about a 10?
With the 10, you're not sure if you saw them there. You remember different cassettes. You even remember a tabby cassette, but you're not sure if it was there.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Well, I will say that brothels can be very dangerous, where you can lose all your money. I have a couple of Radine that are working for me that they like to spend too much of their time there in their off time. Speaking of them, I actually need to find them to check up on them. It's actually a good reminder, thank you. But with that being said, we're glad to have you on the crew. So far you haven't, but I hope you don't disappoint.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of hope I don't disappoint either. You kind of scared me, to be honest.
I appreciate that. Flattery will get you places with me.
I'm not sure I want to go places.
I mean, you're going to be on the ship with me, right?
That's
We're
not
going
what
to end up going. Well, I don't mean it the way that you might have taken that.
That's why I was clarifying.
No, see, let me rephrase. I appreciate you thinking I'm in. That's kind of my job. Part of my job. It's good to know it's working. However, I will tell you, the one you need to be scared of most, below deck right now. She ripped a man's head off with her mouth. It was insane.
I did kind of want to talk to you about that. I heard like a strange meowing or mewing. The word I was looking for is mewing. Sorry. I heard a strange mewing coming from the room.
It's not quite what I would expect, considering she's a Hondu.
She's a cat person? That was kind of my thought as well. I've never known their kind to make those sounds. That's normally something that my kind would do.
I may briefly go below deck to check on that. Also, I'm curious, and I don't think you meant it this way, but is you being a Ketek and her being a Hondu going to cause any issues?
Oh, no, I just meant I've never seen a dog person make that kind of noise. It's normally us that do it.
I just wanted to clarify that it wasn't going to be an issue. Like I said, I didn't think you meant it the way it could have been interpreted.
I mean, if it really comes down to it, I'll just climb up the mast.
Just don't tear the sails while you're up there. But with that being said, I will let you get back to your work, and I'm going to go below deck and investigate.
Check on her right now.
Oh my god! That wasn't me that said it. It was Jesse.
I know.
That was for the listeners.
You go down below deck and you easily find the door frame that has been boarded up with
all the furniture in the hallway? I hope so.
I was really worried he was going to say, you find the door shattered into pieces. I was going to be like, oh no.
Cool, I have lycanthropy now.
You get a werewolf curse.
Yeah.
You get a werewolf curse.
You think a Hondu meowing was weird? How about a Burkow meow? A bear cat.
I'm gonna walk over to the door for sure, and I'm just gonna listen for a second. I'm not gonna put my ear to the door. I'm gonna get close enough. I'll listen.
I mean, you would hear the sounds of like a large cat breathing intently.
So the player in me does not want to knock on this door. But Ussuri probably doesn't know better. And so he's gonna knock on the
Now,
door.
I will say, to be fair, Goraan told everybody in no uncertain terms to leave the door alone and avoid that area if you can.
Yeah, but if I'm not mistaken, Ussuri realized that she was agitated last night.
Yeah.
So, and knowing, like, he's probably forgotten that Goraan said stay away from the door. So yeah, he's gonna lightly knock on the door.
Lesh, Goraan, and Zephyr, give me awareness checks.
Oh boy! I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
I think any of my things will work, so we'll just go ahead and roll some awareness.
Will perceiving work?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I got a 22.
Oh no. Oh, that was
Goran's just gonna immediately know somebody didn't fucking listen.
I got an 11.
As you all are walking to the ship, Goraan, you're the only one that hears from outside the ship. However, Ussuri, you also hear it. You hear the moan howling of a cat.
Goran's gonna sprint. Immediately takes off.
Zephyr, you would see this.
I'm gonna, follow him, obviously, rather rapidly.
Just pull away, just
The soft and gentle Goraan suddenly takes off in a sprint. I'm concerned.
Does Lesh even notice that I wasn't with them when I rolled a natural 1, or am I still just...
No, you're just kind of making your way back.
Making my way downtown, walking slow.
And Ussuri, what would you like to do?
Step away slowly from the door.
What the fuck?
Yeah, pretty much.
Are you actually saying anything? Or?
No. Just gonna step quietly and slowly away from the door. I assume it sounds like a predator is like I imagine like what a cartoon like panther, like big cat
like
noise
or
sounds
lion
like.
or something.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna quietly step away from the door. I think at this point he realizes and remembers that Goraan said stay away from it. So he's gonna heed the warning a little late, but he's gonna quietly back away.
As you back away, you watch the entire door glow as something rams its head into.
He's probably gonna stop moving and try to be as still and quiet as possible.
I take it you're going to be doing this for a little while?
I mean, until it stops. One thing's gonna happen, the door is gonna break or it's gonna hold. It doesn't matter which one, really.
After about the fourth time the whole thing shakes, you think it's probably going to hold.
Okay. If I think it's gonna hold, then he's probably still just gonna continue standing there. If at any point he thinks it's not going to, he would probably take like one of the pieces of furniture and like slam it against the door and then put his body weight against it. That's if he doesn't think the door's gonna hold. If it looks fine and then she stops,
I'll take an advantage.
6.
You think the door is gonna hold? It's just
I don't like the way that he said that.
Because hang on, for the listeners, right, who are actively listening, it started off with, after the 4th time you think it's going to hold. You know what? Scratch that. Roll for me. On a 6, you think it'll be fine.
You're pretty sure it'll be fine with your low roll.
All right. Okay.
yeah, I mean, I gotta play it by character. He thinks it's gonna hold, so he's just gonna stand there in the hallway.
I think at this point you're gonna hear Goraan and Zephyr coming down the stairs.
So again, when we get to the top, run up. Once I get to the stairs, I'm going to stop running. And I'm going to, try and shift from dead sprinting to, quietly and carefully moving so that I can see what's going on. So I'm not, sprinting down the stairs making a lot of noise because I know exactly not exactly, but I know what's in there. And the last thing I want to do is give it something to try and get to.
So you'll be able to do that. You'll be able to make your way downstairs. No problem.
Okay.
And you'll see Ussuri kind of staring at the door.
Ussuri!
So Ussuri's just standing there with the Chris Pratt pose from Jurassic Park, where his arms are out and he's trying to navigate around the raptors. And he's just gonna turn just his head, just to look back. And he's got the widest eyes widest eyes that you have ever seen. You've never seen Ussuri scared. You've seen this man almost die.
Right.
You've never seen him this wigged out and freaked out and terrified.
Goraan puts out a hand as puts out a hand open, just I can explain.
He doesn't say anything. He's just staring at you.
How far away is Lesh at this point?
I think Lesh is getting to the docks.
Zephyr having not heard noise and just Goraan take off. Now he sees Ussuri freaking the hell out. He's just kind of looking back and forth. What's going on?
I think the door's going.
I think it'll be better for Lesh to go ahead and I'm gonna send my last slide. Lesh is gonna go ahead and be down with the rest of you. And as you look at the door to reassess the door, all of a sudden you hear a solid impact into the center of the door. Once, twice, 3 times.
Ussuri, come here. Ussuri, come here.
Lesh walked down yo guys, there's this really cool violin. What the fuck?
So he's gonna turn around and start running towards Goraan.
And as you all are looking at the door, the center of the door seems to blow out. And sticking out of that door is the head of a large Siberian tiger.
Luna?
And that is where we're going to end today's episode.
Thank you for listening to episode 16. We hope you enjoyed listening and would love it if you could let us know. Catch us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Threads, and TikTok under Tales of Uvar Podcast. Link to the link tree are in the episode description below. If you really enjoyed the episode, give us a rating on whatever podcatcher you use. Tell your friends and spread the word about Tales of Uvar.